Thanks for joining me for this meditation, and it's going to be a simple breathing exercise followed by sitting in silence and focusing the attention inwards. I find that this particular breathing exercise is good for clearing out the energy that's built up within the body and just resetting. It's easy to go out, especially to go out in public, and to feel a little overwhelmed sometimes. And this is a good way of just clearing out the energy, bringing restart, refresh to the body, and so you can continue. Breathing's a very important exercise, and there's many different exercises to learn that involve breath, and I highly recommend scouring books, the internet, YouTube, to try different breathing exercises to find which ones work for you. Some work for some don't work for others. Try different ones. When we're kids, if people get angry, the first thing we say is, take a deep breath, breathe. When women go through pregnancy and they have to give birth, which obviously involves a lot of pain, they're taught breathing exercises, but in schools, we don't include breathing exercises as part of the curriculum when it's a really big part of learning to control emotions and a way of controlling the body and controlling the mind. So, highly recommend you go out and explore some different breathing exercises. They're completely free and everybody breathes. It's what gives us life, so learning how it can be used in different ways, I found it very beneficial in my life, and I'd highly recommend you do that and leave your experience of this particular exercise. Like I said, I find that it clears my energies, it grounds me, and it allows me to really calm and focus inside of myself. So leave the comments and let me know how your experience of, or what some of your favourite breathing exercises are. This particular breathing exercise is called Breath of Fire. Or that's what I know it as. It has different names as it's used in a variety of different yogas. It's in a bunch of different yoga lineages, but I learned it being known as Breath of Fire. So it's a short exhale, and as you exhale, you draw the diaphragm inwards, or the exhale is outwards, and you draw the diaphragm inwards, and the inhale is passive, it just does it itself. So it looks a little something like this. So as you're forcibly exhaling through the nose, the diaphragm in the belly is contracting in towards the spine, and as you release and relax, your body will naturally inhale. It might take a little bit of practice, or if my explanation isn't sufficient enough, there's a whole range of tutorials on YouTube, so feel free to check those out. But I'll just give a little demonstration so that you can see what it looks like. And you can go at different paces as well. You can do this relatively slow or relatively fast. It's finding a pace and a rhythm that's comfortable for you. So it looks like this. And you can go a little bit slower. Or you can pick the speed up and go quite fast. I'd recommend starting slower and then slowly building up, and trying it for a little short period of time and seeing how you feel with it. So if you're ready to do this, let's join in together and let's do this meditation together. So sit in a comfortable seated position, however that looks. I've currently got my hips propped up on a rock because the ground's a little uneven, and I just like to lift up my hips a little bit. It feels a little bit better on the hips and knees. You could even do this sitting in a chair or sitting in a kneeling position. So sit with your spine nice and tall. Bring the head back in space slightly and tilt the chin forwards a little bit to lengthen out the back of the neck. And then with the hands, we're going to close the fists and bring the thumbs out as if you're making thumbs up to people. Good job to this point in the video so far. But we're going to lift the hands up with the thumbs pointing in towards each other and the hands closed. Draw the shoulder blades back together. Keep that head back, chin slightly tucked. And you can do this with the eyes open or closed, whichever you feel comfortable with. I'm going to do the eyes closed, and I'm going to bring my attention, my focus of my vision to the point in between my eyebrows, which is the third eye. So I'll begin by taking a deep inhale. Exhale. Then inhale 3/4 of the way. And begin. Keep the arms strong, lifting towards the sky. And with a deep inhale, bring the thumbs to touch overhead and spread the fingers out. Really reach towards the sky, keep that breath held in. Suck in a little more air. Gently open the eyes, sweep the arms down, placing the hands on the thighs. Slowly exhale. Now just notice how you feel. And gently close the eyes. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Continue to sit tall. And just allow the breath to fall into its natural rhythm. Begin to observe the body. Notice if any thoughts come up. Just observe them, but don't become attached to them. Smooth, steady breathing. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Gently open the eyes. Let me know what you think in the comments. I found that really beneficial. I'm outside here in nature, and these meditations allow me to connect to nature. I could hear the birds singing, feel the ground underneath me. There was maybe 10 ants that decided to join me by crawling all over me during the practice, which was a good test for my patience to stay calm and just allow it to happen. And it really allows me to open up and connect to nature. Rather than being trapped in my own emotions and my own feelings, I can let those go and just seamlessly find peace and blend into my surroundings and blend into nature, which we're all energy connected to one bigger energy. And sometimes we can block off that connection, and doing different practices and recognizing that we are a part of this bigger picture is something that I think for me it's very beneficial. It's only when I become trapped in my own feelings and emotion that my body then starts to crave this connection to the bigger source. So let me know what you think in the comments. Really appreciate you joining me for this meditation, and I'll try to post more of them, as getting out to the park and meditating is something that I enjoy doing, so sharing them with you and doing them together makes it all the more worthwhile. And thank you. I'll see you in the next one.